Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we are off for more of Pikmin. This time we're on for a bonus episode before we get into the challenge mode. And in this episode, we're going to be covering some enemies that we saw in the roll call that we never bumped into. And I'm not talking about the dwarf bullbears, because that's pointless. We're talking about special enemies that can only appear in very specific spaces in the entire area that we can explore. And it also depends on the day. Remember that egg in the distant spring? That was in the middle of the spring? In the water, at least? Yeah, that disappears after day 15. Alright, we've got an odd number day, day 13, an even number day, day 14, and then we have day 15. We'll be saving that to last, because last time I did this, way back when, we did that first, and I'm not going to be doing that first, because I'm actually needing a little bit of nectar, so the impact site seems like a really good place to go. As I said, I am not saving my progress on doing any of this, even though I can clock my save file back. I'm just showing this off because you have to basically go out your way in order to see these particular enemies and fight them, if you weren't already taking your time, and even then you have to make another visit to the impact site even after you've spent one additional day grabbing the pieces. After day 9, so after day 9 we'll be able to do certain things, and by that point I would have already gone beyond. So what I want to do first of all is just grab, well actually I don't have 100 blues, that's kind of an annoyance, but I don't need 100 blues, but what I'm going to do is just bring out 8 reds, because they will be flowers guaranteed, and I'm just going to get some nectar for later. That seems like the better part of Valor. Although I only need to worry about it on an odd number day, because on an even number day that won't be a problem. So I'm just going to take out all the rest of my blue Pikmin. Seems a bit silly, but trust me on this. We've got a lot of buds, not a lot of flowers at all, so this nectar is going to be really useful. Actually, we've got a lot on this one. My god, 2 puddles at once? Yeah, I really should have actually They're doing it right now, they're overlapping. This is working out well. I think I just nectarized all of my blues, which is perfect. In fact, we got another puddle, so I'll probably save that for some reds later on. But for now, all I need is blues, because on odd numbered days, as well as even numbered days, but in this particular case on odd numbered days, what we want to do is head up over this way, and I've got too many Pikmin, so I'm going to split off my team just a little bit here. That's what I was worried about. How do you snitch bug? Can you not? Oh, there we are. He's gone. Okay, cool. So just take a handful of Pikmin and head our way up here. That should do it for now. Dismiss them here at the entrance. And the enemy in question should spawn in around the middle here. But it looks like there isn't actually anything. Have I done things wrong? No. Ow! That hurt like a bitch. It's a Goolix! So we've already seen the enemy roll call, we know what it is. Its soft tissuey membrane is its weakness. Overhead view is prime for this. That is in fact water, so normal Pikmin can drown. And if they get bounced back, they're still going to have a bit of a problem. Its nuclei is its weak point. As you can see, it's doing damage. However, the brain will smack them off, so it's not going to do as much, unless we really try to bundle it. Instead, hit the brain! Guys, hit the brain. Oh, look at the damage! I'm surprised it's not actually doing it right now. Maybe I've got to wait for it to stretch a little. There we go, and it's gone. Wait for it to stretch, hit the membrane, and it will collide with itself, killing itself. And that's it, you just get 20 pellets worth of Pikmin out of it. Yeah, not really worth? Maybe the other enemy in question would be a lot more useful. I'm missing a Pikmin, where's he gone? Oh, there you are, against the wall. Right, so before I end the day, I'm going to put my... Actually, these blues have been deflowered. I'll just give them to the blues. But yeah, that was the Goolix. There's a bit of fan theories about that enemy, where it well, ever since Pikmin 3, the rumours kind of circulated about it being related to some sort of weird entity that wants to keep Olimar on the planet that is in control of the meteorite or something like that, considering how often we come back here, mostly due to a crash landing. But other than that, well, that looked a bit weird. What did I just do there? I have no idea what I just did. That looked really strange. I'll have to see that back in editing. But glitches aside and theorizing, it's time to go to the next day. So I'll meet you guys on day 14 in the impact site once again. The iridescent flint beetle. This creature's hypnotic reflected body is quite hard, giving it a good defense against Pikmin attacks. Why, then, do the Pikmin chase it in such a frenzy? I wonder if it will undergo any change if I hit it directly with Pikmin. I mean, we already have in this playthrough, but yeah, we didn't actually get a description of this enemy during the roll call. So if you have like a blank day, and you don't do anything specific, you can randomly get a different enemy bio that's not in the ending enemy roll call. We're coming back in for yet another landing, and notice that every time we land in here, or in any area, when the whole level is loading, the pellets are sparkling? Yeah, I don't know what that's about. It's like they just poof out of nowhere. Anyway, this time, we can take anything with us, but obviously reds are our strongest fighters, so we want to take them in with us. And I will be taking out 100, so I can nectarize them, because I will need that for what's coming up on day 15 in the distant spring with that egg. Definitely something that I want to prioritize. And they've got tons of nectar in there already. But I'm not going to worry about the nectar. Well, I guess no, I won't worry about the nectar for now, even though obviously I'm getting tons of nectar here. Yeah, that'll do. Because we'll see in a minute. We come over here. Immediately, if the camera would like to turn, there we are, we have a Mamuta! These things appear much more often in Pikmin... What, actually, let me take more of my back-end squad here. And you don't want to be bringing too many Pikmin with you as well, just in case of what happens, because otherwise you'll never get them out, and you'll basically be stuck. So, we'll take 2 little squadrons, and I will go in with this squadron first, because I basically have no flowers in this group at all. The Mamuta! When you approach... Well, actually, if you approach him as Olimar, does he do anything? They're friendly. They don't attack you, as long as you don't attack them. They just hobble around doing their dumb thing. They won't bother you. If you attack them, however, they freak out and slap. That's a fifth of our health right there. And we're going to continuously take damage unless we wiggle our way out. But notice that he's now sat down after whacking us into the ground. He likes flowers. What happens if we bring some flowers in front of him? Doesn't seem that phased. One Pikmin? Oh! Well, we didn't kill our Pikmin, but he immediately flowered every single one in our group there. And I have to now pluck them out. The problem is the Mamuta doesn't like you messing with his garden. And he'll immediately replant the Pikmin so he can sit down and enjoy his garden. So, Mamutas are really good for flowering Pikmin. The problem is that once that happens, he's basically guarding the garden. So you'll need another group of Pikmin in order to actually take him out, so you can retrieve your Pikmin. But, yeah, he's basically harmless. He cannot kill your Pikmin, he can only flower them. But he can also hold them hostage by flowering them. And again, if I keep him distracted, I might be able to actually do some pluckery here. Get out of there! Planting them all, which is not good. But this is why we didn't want to take all of our Pikmin at once. Because he's basically planted every single one. Although, I think I just noticed there, Pikmin can't be in the same spot. So they'll pop back out of the ground if it was unsuccessful. Too many. Oh god, he's making a beeline for me. He knows. So yeah, the only thing he can actually damage is Olimar. Or Cactins in Pikmin 2's case. But there we are. We killed a harmless creature that's only harmful to us, the player. And then I have to painstakingly pluck every single one of these Pikmin. But they are immediately flowered. So, if you're bringing stuff past them, they won't be so mad. Just thought I'd skip plucking every single one of these guys out of the ground. This corpse is a weight of 8. We have 368 Pikmin in total. How much does this corpse give us? About 15. Not a bad haul. Considering that the Goolix gives us 20 pellets, well, 4 or 5 pellets worth, which is probably 20 Pikmin. They both have decent payouts, but would you really want to go out your way to deal with these guys in the impact site after you've already completed it? No, not really. Unless you haven't been back here yet and got the positron generator, you would basically have no reason to come back here. So these would be easily missable. Now that I've netted up all my reds, well, as many reds as I can at least, we have our squadron ready for the distant spring. Let's go crack that egg. The Mamuta. It seems like to be a gentle, flower-loving creature, but if angered, it is fierce. Its mighty open-handed smack reminds me of the time back home when a mosquito landed on my head. My wife tried to get it. Well, that's a bit witty. Even though the Mamuta did show up in the enemy roll call, we didn't get a description for the Goolix. Maybe it's because the Flint Beetle showed up first, and this time, since we already had that, the only other enemy we bumped into is the Mamuta. Maybe that's how it's determined, but I don't actually think there is an end-of-day report for the Goolix. So that might have why it defaulted to the Flint Beetle. But this time we got the Mamuta, so I guess that's fitting. Now, when I said that I would be getting reds ready to fight this thing, we need power and numbers, and we have an overflowing number of reds. We're not fighting it with blue Pikmin, even if I had over 100. Plus, I don't. So, in this particular case, because of things that happened in this particular Let's Play. So, we will just touch down real quick. And we've actually got a... Oh, right, that was the one blue that I left in the Let's Play. I had to leave him behind. Wait, we got another one? Oh, over there. Actually, that's a query. Has the enemy loadout changed? No, it hasn't. It's just a lone red. Oh, no, wait, no. I think the enemy loadouts have changed a little because we do have a bull bear right there that wasn't there before. Alright, well, we have a red now, I guess, so that's something. Let me go sort out my team real quick, because these guys are going to take a little bit. Oh, well, this is a problem. I was just about to get out my Pikmin after putting the 2 away so I could get nothing but flowers, and guess who's ready to deflower them? Could you bugger off? Like, I walked back to my onion, you approach, but as soon as I, like, he keeps his distance, look at him. But yeah, enemy loadouts have definitely changed around here. As in, these are new enemies and not the ones we've already defeated. Can you bugger off, please? I'm gonna have to deal with you first, haven't I? Yeah. Let's take out 40 and let's deal with this bastard. Don't you even think about it, you. Unscheduled fighter go-go! Get away from the water. Also, a technique that I didn't actually use, even though I did mention it, when moving, you chuck Pikmin a little bit faster. If I just rock my stick back and forth while mashing the A button, I do chuck Pikmin just a tad bit faster. So, I will be using that technique going forward. Even though it's just challenge mode, really, as well as this boss fight that we got coming up. It is basically a boss fight. I can get the rest of my Pikmin out now, and then I can prepare for hell. Alright, so I mentioned at day 15, I'm pretty sure that this egg hatches by itself at some point. But, if you want to hatch it yourself, which is a lot more controlled, I'm going to walk up to it and give it a light tap. It's more like a ball than an egg. Actually, can I even tap it myself? I don't think I can. Oh, I could. Oh! It's wobbling. Ah! It's alive! The Smokey Progg! Apparently Malform Mamuta and the Shearwigs are destroying my bridge. I don't care about that. What I care about is getting my Pikmin back immediately, because that is dangerous. It has a trail of toxic slime, and that kills your Pikmin immediately. And he makes a beeline to base. So if you don't deal with him, on day 15 at least, or if you do hatch him and then try to ignore him, he will be waiting here for you. So, yeah, not exactly the best thing. What you need to do is somehow hit him on his head, square in the eyes. The most worrying thing, though, is that he likes to hide underneath onions, and that little pulse that he just did there unearths any Pikmin. So even if Pikmin are grounded and planted in the ground, which means they're normally safe, they're not safe, because they'll be uprooted and immediately killed by his poison. And we're already losing Pikmin! Mainly because they're landing in his toxic sludge. And they can't grip him either, because they keep slipping off. Well, most of them do. Thankfully, he's not that big of a tank, it's just doing damage. Yeah, don't try and chuck it from behind, because that's just immediate death. We've already lost just under 20. Right, calling all Pikmin back, because they're just dying. We just lost almost 20 in one go there. Go around him. But there's just one Pikmin just constantly whacking him. Right, let's get an overhead view so we can do this a little bit better. I accidentally healed myself in the middle of battle. We'll take it, I guess. Okay, he's just left wide open. We can hit him. And he's gone! Call Pikmin back. And he just disappears in a weird smoky puff. And he leaves what can only be considered a nut. I believe everyone calls this a gold pearl. I don't know if it's actually more golden in the GameCube version. I forget. We lost a lot of reds. But considering that, you know, the blues had a catastrophic loss... Oh, actually, give me 3, but I want to put all my reds back. Because I need to show this off, even though I did it before. I'm going to put all my reds back and just have the minimum required, which I believe is 3 Pikmin, and obviously I want to give it to the blues here. Right, check this out. Oh, we've got the glitch again. Oh, no, we don't. Stop! We had a lone red in the corner. Get back into your onion, you coward. Now we can grab the nut. And watch the pellets fly! 100 Pikmin. Not even enough to have on the field because you need at least 3 Pikmin to carry the nut. This is going to take a while. If that wouldn't give you a workout... Oh my god. I did it a bit too early. There we are. But if that didn't give you a workout, nothing would. 100 Pikmin from that. If you can kill him fast, without many losses, you basically make bank. And it's the only gold pearl in the game. And it's from that egg. From day 15 onwards, that egg will be gone. It just will not be there. And it's very easy to avoid it auto-hatching. Because, you know, you just don't have to be here on day 15. But that is, other than, well, any of the different enemy spawns, and I'm not going all the way through day 30 to show them off, because it's just, you know, punishment for taking longer. That's all of the special encounters of the game. The Goolix, the Mamuta, and the Smokey Progg. The egg is visible until day 15, which afterwards it will be invisible. Goolix appears on every odd numbered day, and the Mamuta shows up on every even numbered day after, I believe, day 9. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, that actually took us a lot longer to take him out than I thought. I mean, more than half the day's gone by already. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. So, next time that we return to the distant planet, we're going to be tackling the challenge mode once again. And this time I have planned ahead. I have practiced. So, we'll be seeing how many Pikmin we can be growing in the landing site at the beginning of our 5 bonus episodes after this. See you guys then. The Smokey Progg. This hideous beast comes from a strange hard egg. Its mollusk-like body is wrapped in an unpleasant gas that suffocates any Pikmin that inhales it. Attacking its head is successful, but it's best to eliminate it in egg form.